Welcome to another episode of Roll Up a Power Up. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured. Alright? Now, for this one, I'm off the brown, the power up. How about that? Now look, y'all know damn well I don't be off the brown. But tonight I am. How about that? Man, how about that? Alright? Now, let's get into it. So what we here on today, Mr. Roll Up? Well, check this out. I want to tell y'all about this bop from my hood. You know what I'm saying? That I was putting the smash on, and she was letting me know what was going on in the hood. You know what I'm saying? My bad. I was putting the smash on her, and she was letting me know what was going on in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, this bitch had a baby and tried to blame me as the father. How about that? That's why I had to pull up the brown, man. Cause I had to bring y'all this one. You know what I'm saying? How about that? I had to bring y'all this one, you know? So I had to get extra fried. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know. I definitely blew the Zaza. How about that? That was that. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm off the brown. How about that? You know? Now listen, everybody pull up a chair. You know what I'm saying? Get your blunts rolled and your drink poured. You feel me? How about that? All right? Now, so this was after I got out of prison, right? So let's jump in that time capsule. Let's go back to 2015. You know what I'm saying? I'm fresh out the joint. I'm out here. Everybody taking pictures with me. Motherfuckers showing me love. I'm here, there, I'm everywhere. I'm doing what the fuck I want, right? All right. So that being said, I'm in the hood with the homies, the five and the six. You know what I'm saying? One of them days, I was on the five side. You know what I'm saying? My homie, he was like the top nigga of them. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. But with that being said, I'm with him one night, right? And he brought me around these bitches that was from the hood. You know what I'm saying? I knew them, but they was like a little younger than us. They was like maybe about 2 or 3. You know what? I'm gonna say 2 to 4, maybe 5 years younger than us. You know what I'm saying? Type shit, right? So he brought me around them, but I knew who they was. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm over there on the fire side with the homie. You know what I'm saying? That's doing this thing over there. And we around these bitches. That's from the hood. But like I said, they're a little younger than us. In the hood, you grow up quick. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, a nigga would be 2 or 3 years older than you and he your OG. You know what I'm saying? You could be 18, a nigga can be 21, he'd be your OG type shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just how fast this shit move in the hood. But anyway, I'm with the homie, right? Like I said, we with these young bitches. You know what I'm saying? They ain't our generation. They was just some young hoes that was there. So anyway, what it was, he brought me to their crib, but I didn't know this was one of their spots. They had another spot in the hood, but I didn't know nothing about this spot, right? So he brought me to the spot, whatever. Boom, I'm in there. These young hoes up in there, right? They all in there dancing, playing the music, drinking, blah 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 blah, right? So I'm in there with bro. You know what I'm saying? While we in there, this one bitch, she looking at me the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I said, I know all these bitches, but like I said, they was a little younger than us. Now, at this time, I'm in my late 20s. You know what I'm saying? This was 10 years ago. So I'm what, 20, 26? You know what I'm saying? 25, 26, 27. I'm somewhere around that age. You know what I'm saying? So these hoes probably like anywhere from like 22 to about 25, 26. So anyway, we in there, we watching these hoes get drunk, dancing, all of that shit, right? One of them, she owned me. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I said, I know all these bitches, so I knew the one that was on me, but it kind of threw me off because she got a sister that looked just like her. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm gonna get to all that. So anyway, they in there dancing, getting drunk, blah 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 blah. Right? After all that shit, music cut off. Me and bro, we roll up out of there. You know what I'm saying? We get up out of there and shit. We split ways. I went my way, he went his way. You know what I'm saying? Maybe like a couple of days later, right? I pull up in the hood and shit. I'm at the gas station. You know what I'm saying? Now, after I got out of prison, I didn't live in the hood no more. You know what I'm saying? I ain't lived in the hood since before I went to prison. And that was back 2010, 2011 days. You know what I'm saying? So after I got out, I was in the suburbs. So I didn't know too much about hood politics, just being honest. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't live in the hood no more. So I didn't know what the fuck my bad, that's the poet. I don't know what the fuck they had going on, none of that. I wasn't a part of that. I was out the hood. And I'm on parole and all that. So I can't be around felons, guns, nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know nothing about hood politics or what was going on at this point, right? Long story short, like I said, the girl that was at the little party that they was throwing at the house or whatever, she jumped in my inbox on Facebook out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Honest words, right? So I'm hitting her back. What's up? Woo. She like, come pull up on me. So I came pulled up. The address she dropped was to that same house where they was partying at. You know what I'm saying? I pull up, she come get in the car. She like, hey, let's get drunk, let's fuck. Chop right into me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, straight up. All right, cool. So we pull off and shit, grabbed the bottle, went to the room. You know what I'm saying? We did that. Look, after we got fried, I ain't gonna lie. She got right to it. You know what I'm saying? She got right to it. So after that, I smashed, right? With that being said, we had to leave there because her sister called her. Her sister had some shit going on and her sister needed her. You know what I'm saying? So we leave the room, boom, we shoot straight over to the sister house, right? So when we get over there and shit, the sister, she do whatever she do, with girl, whatever they had to talk about, whatever they was on, blah blah blah, whatever. They did whatever they did, right? So I'm outside in the car, but I already got my nut. I'm feeling good. I'm chilling. I ain't really tripping. You know what I'm saying? Now this girl that I'm talking about, she was straight. You know what I'm saying? Her sisters, all of them, they was straight. Like y'all know, I'll let y'all know, bitch was bald. You know what I'm saying? But no, her and her sisters, her family, her cousins, all of them, they was straight. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit. They was straight. And she just hopped in my inbox out of nowhere one day, right? So anyway, we over there at the sister crib, right? Like I said, they did what they did. Boom. She came back to the car. She like, look, I'ma just be over here, whoopty whoop. You need to reach me. You would just come over here and come holler at me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't tripping on it. I wasn't thinking nothing of her. She the one hopped in my inbox. And it just went down type shit. So anyway, the next day she hit me up. She like, what you doing with the whoop? I'm like, shit, I'm in the hood. What's up? Now mind you, I don't live in the hood, but I was in the hood. Like I still lived in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like I was over there every day. You know what I'm saying? Block to block, posted up with the guys, all that. Like You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows what's up. But anyway, she hit me up. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm in the hood. What's up? She like, I want to give you some head. Come pull up on me. Woo woo. Listen, girl, about that. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? She about that. She don't play that, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like she really about that. You know what I'm saying? My bad. I ain't even tell y'all her name. Y'all know how I be coming, man. I ain't one of these fake ass YouTubers that just be talking. I give y'all names and everything. You know what I'm saying? So just in case a motherfucker want to go and pull up on some shit on me or whatever, man, look, I don't play that, nigga. Yeah, how about that? Nah, girl name China, right? So China, you know what I'm saying? She gangster. She about that. And she from the hood. She from the fire side. You know what I'm saying? And she one of the members. Like real talk, you know. I ain't just talking about no random bot. Like she one of the members. How about that? You know. So that being said, now she over there at the sister house, tell me come through. She wanna slide me up, you know. So I come over there, right? Now look, she know that I don't live in the hood no more, you know. So every time I come pull up on her, she always update me about something that's going on in the hood. And she will hit me up every day. Like real nigga, no cap. You know what I'm saying? Every day. I smashed her from 2015, 2015, 2016, somewhere up in there. Again, y'all know my time be off, you know. But somewhere from up in between that time, all the way up until like 2023. You know what I'm saying? So I smashed her for like 7, 8 years straight. No lie. You feel me? All right. How about that? Nah. And again, she from the fire side. You feel me? But she had a thing for me. It is what it is, you know? So anyway, she over her sister house now. She over there, real heavy, you know? From the location she dropped me the first time to now she be at her sister crib all the time. You know what I'm saying? Her sister stayed over there on Plymouth. You know what I'm saying? Now Plymouth is like 4 or 5 hoods away from 7 Mile. You know what I'm saying? At the Plymouth, you got Schoolcraft, Finkel, 6 Mile, 7 Mile. So that's 4 miles away. You know what I'm saying? So she over there now, you know. Ain't no problem. Again, I don't even live in the hood, but I'm always in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. So I'm pulling up on her on Plymouth at her sister's house, right? Now her sister got a baby daddy. Her and her baby daddy, they got 6 kids together. No lie. They got 6 kids together, you know. So they living together, all of that, right? And the sister, which is the girl China that I'm fucking with, she basically moved in with them. I don't know what the fuck they had going on, wasn't none of my business. But she ended up moving in with them in between the time. I started fucking with her, right? So she over there with them and shit, right? I come pull up over there. I pull up, she get in the car, I get my dick sucked, I smash, she go back in the house. We fuck in the car. Right there in front of the house most of the time. No lie, right? One time I came pulled up, the sister baby daddy was outside. You know what I'm saying? And basically he had hit me with that look like, nigga, I'm fucking that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I don't know if that's how y'all do it wherever you might be from or whatever, but in Detroit, we show each other signals. You know what I'm saying? Like body language. We know how to get that off to each other. You know what I'm saying? So it could be two niggas that don't know each other from nothing, and we can send you that signal like, nigga, what's up? I'm on that. What hood you from? Who is you? Woo woo. Or we can send you that signal like, nigga, I'm ready to shoot some shit. Don't play with me. You know what I'm saying? Or we can send you a signal like, hey, that bitch you fucking with, I be fucking her too. You know what I'm saying? Hey, in the D, we got a bunch of codes like that, and it all come off body language. You know what I'm saying? So, dog, the baby daddy, he hit me with that body language when I pulled up. Like, nigga, I be fucking that bitch too. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, straight up. Me and him never said nothing to each other. I just got the body language off of him, right? This nigga, he looked like ODB, old dirty bastard. Any of y'all, come on, man. Y'all know what it is. Black Wolf. Tap in. Tap the fuck in. Y'all know who the fuck ODB is. The baby daddy gave me ODB vibes. You know what I'm saying? How about that? Now, he didn't have his teeth, but everything else about him was ODB. You know what I'm saying? How about that? So, anyway, I see the nigga when I pulled up, he was sitting on the porch. He jumped off the porch. He walked from the porch to the car that was in the driveway. Within that little 2 or 3 seconds, that nigga gave me that look. Like, yeah, I'll be fucking that bitch too. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I said, he got 6 kids with the woman that he with, that he lived there at her house with. But he hit me with that look. Like, this bitch that you waiting on, I'm fucking her too. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. I couldn't do nothing but respect it because it's like, hey, you know what I'm saying? What is you really expecting out of that? You come up in a nigga house 9 times out of 10, he gonna be smashing. You know what I'm saying? And on some real nigga shit, he hit me with that look when I pulled up. You know what I'm saying? Like real nigga shit. So anyway, she came out, she jumped in the car, right? She like, hey, we gotta pull off. I can't top you off right here in front of the house today. We gotta pull off. All right, cool. So I pull off and shit. We ride up Plymouth, boom, east to Wyoming. Now, Plymouth and Wyoming, that is the real Plymouth. You know what I'm saying? Now, let me give y'all a little history. Plymouth, like most of Detroit hoods on the west side, it's a main road that split one side from another side. Even though it's the same hood, but it be a damn main road that split this side from that side. You know what I'm saying? So when it come to Plymouth, what we talking about right now, Plymouth and Myers separate Plymouth Row from P Rock. So from Myers on back to Burr Road, basically, where my block is, but on Plymouth, all of that from Myers on back to Burr Road, going back west on Plymouth, that is P Rock. But once you cross Myers, and then you got Myers going east to Wyoming, that's Plymouth Road. You know what I'm saying? Two different hoods. Same shit, two different hoods. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, we went back east, going towards Plymouth Road, right? I pull up Plymouth in Wyoming, bunch of burnt up houses, band and shit, all that, right? That hood had the time. How about that? You know what I'm saying? If you know what you know, right? So I pulled up over there, by the train tracks, Again, if you know, you know. So I pulled up somewhere over there in that area. Boom. Band houses, burnt up shit, all that, right? Come on. Let's get to it. She got right to it. Slide me up, right? Bust all in her mouth, all that shit, right? All right, cool. So now it's time to go drop her back off, right? With that being said, before I pulled off, I asked her, I'm like, you fucking dog, yo, her sister, baby daddy. You know what I'm saying? She like, what? I would never do nothing like that. Woo, 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 all this shit, right? Now, mind you, I only asked her this because, like I said, dog hit me with that look. Now, she ain't my bitch. I ain't no relationship with her or nothing like that. But I need some clarification because I done had a nigga up a chopper on me, before about his bitch. So I'm not trying to get into that type of situation again. So it's like, hey, if you fucking with dog, let me know so I know not to pull up. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't with all that. Y'all got some weird ass love triangle going on. Fine. I'm not about to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? About that. So I'm like, hey, what's up? You fucking with dog, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Let me know. She lying. Nah, he just be on me, blah blah blah, and all of this shit. He be looking at me every time I'm in the kitchen. I bend over for something. He always asks me, "Do I need help?" Blah 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 blah. But I don't fuck with him. Blah blah blah. Oh, okay, yeah, bitch. I'm a real Detroit nigga. I know body language from a nigga. You know what I'm saying? We don't gotta talk. We can hit each other with that look, and the nigga gonna know like, oh, okay, you on it, or you on it, you on it. You know what I'm saying? Like we D niggas. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. So anyway, I already knew like he was smashing her. He hit me with that look. I knew what he was. You know what I'm saying? But she lying to me. Again, I don't care. My thing is just I just want to know how to move. You know what I'm saying when I come around here. Cause if y'all is messing around, I meet you on the corner. You know what I'm saying? I don't need him getting mad one day and come pull out and up yap on me or none of that. I done been there before. Fuck that. You know. But she's saying they ain't never did nothing and all that. You just be on her. Blah 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 blah. All right, whatever. So of course I'm still getting my D up, still smashing, doing what I do. You know what I'm saying? 80% of the time I'm hitting her in the car. Other 20, I take her to the room. You know what I'm saying? Like she was just one of my little bust downs. It just was what it was. And again, this was from like I said, 2015, 2016, all the way up to like 2023. So I smashed her at least 7, 8 years straight. She was always giving me the drop on the hood. So I'm still smashing, we still doing that. I'm still dropping her off over there. But I know she got something going on with her sister, baby daddy. You know what I'm saying? About that. But again, I don't care. She just a little rat. I just don't want you lying to me. But whatever, man. So anyway, I'm still pulling up over there. We still doing that. And I'm still pulling off. About that. You know what I'm saying? Nah, this day came, right? I came pulled up on her. She was throwing shit in her car. She had a car, you know what I'm saying? So she throwing shit in the back of the damn car, like in the trunk of it. I'm like, what the fuck going on? She like, I'm moving, blah, blah, blah. Me and my sister got into it, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what y'all getting into it about? She like, my sister accusing me messing with her baby daddy and all this boo boo. She like, I knew this was gonna come one day because he always on my head and blah 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 blah. Right. So I asked her again. I'm like, is you fucking with him? Ooh. She like, no, I don't roll like that. Blah 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 blah. Okay, cool. I pulled off. You know what I'm saying? As she got done stuffing the car with all her shit, she moved back to the hood on the fire side. You know what I'm saying? So she did all that, got back to the hood. Hit me up, had me come through, whoop de whoop. So she telling me like, yeah, her sister's just jealous of her because she look better than her and her baby daddy always looking at her, but she don't like her baby daddy and she don't roll like that. Blah 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 blah. Okay, cool, right? All right, nah. Let's fast forward to tape. This might have been like 2 or 3 years down the line, right? It's still the same program. I'm still smashing in the car, at the room, blah, 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 blah. It's still the same thing. We never went out on no dates. We ain't took no pictures. We didn't hang out. We didn't do none of that. All we did was fuck, and she was just giving me news on the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was just telling me what was going on in the hood. We smashed. She might drop me a little more info, before I drop her off or whatever, and that was that. Like, that's just what we did. So, with that being said, one of them days, she stopped fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not hearing nothing from her, none of that. Like, mind you, she called me every day. So, it stopped. She not calling me every day. She ain't texting me. She not hitting me with, hey, daddy, let me suck you up. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? It just went cold turkey, right? So I went like maybe like 2 weeks went by, and I hit her up. I'm like, "What's up?" You know, she like, "What's up? What you doing?" Woo woo. I'm like, "What's the deal?" So I can't pull up on anything regular, but it's like now from her hitting me up on it, now I'm hitting her up on it. You know what I'm saying? So I see the shift. I see the change. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. So I'm doing that. She still hit me with the hood news. Catch me up on everything that I missed out on. All of that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. Boom. She fall out with me. Me and her get to arguing. We not fucking with each other no more. Right? Okay. So about 7, 8 months later, right? She in my inbox talking about I'm pregnant, it's yours, blah blah blah, all of this shit. What? Yeah, he go to real. How about that? So I'm like, yeah, straight up. Okay, we about to find out, you know. So with that being said, I'm like, let me know when you had a child. You know what I'm saying? We doing the DNA test right off the rip, you know. She like, yeah, I'll let you know, blah blah blah, all this shit, right? I'm like, yeah, let me know. Cause at this time, me and her was not fucking around at all. While she, in between the time she got pregnant and all that, we was not fucking at all. We wasn't even talking, let alone fucking. So I know it wasn't mine. You know what I'm saying? Now I ain't gonna lie, I hit her raw, like, yeah, whatever, like shit, we've been fucking for years. It was what it was. So I ain't gonna lie, but I knew that I wasn't a daddy. Cause every time me and her fucked, I pulled out every time. You know what I'm saying? Now I know pre-cum, damn, I know pre-cum get you pregnant, you know what I'm saying? But come on, man. I'm a player, man. You know what I'm saying? I got 2 kids, but only one of them biologically mine. You know what I'm saying? So I know what's up and I know what the fuck I'm doing. How about that? Nah, when she came with that, I'm like, yeah, whatever. I know what's up. So cool. When you drop the baby, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Time came. I ain't hear nothing from her. She ain't hit me up, nothing. I'm in her. What's up? She ain't responding, none of that shit, right? Okay, cool. This might have been about 3 months later. So at this point, the child about 3, maybe 4 months, right? I'm pulling up in the hood. I'm seeing the homies. The homies telling me, "Hey, you got a baby with China? Woo, woo, woo. Fuck is you talking about?" And she going around telling everybody that you got a baby with her, blah blah blah, all that type of shit. Hell no, nah, nigga, that ain't me. Mind you, I ain't saying nothing to her because me and her don't talk. I'm just getting word from the hood. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't saying nothing to her. None of that, right? Well, now I'm hearing more and more people say this shit. The more and more I'm through the hood, the more and more I'm running through more people in the hood. You know what I'm saying? And they like, yeah, bro, ooh, you got a baby word? What type of time? Woo. Straight up. Okay, so now I hit her up. Boop, calling. What's up? You going around telling people I'm your baby daddy? What's up? What type of time you on? You know what I'm saying? I've always been a get money ass nigga. So I'm not surprised that another woman tried to hit me with this claim that I'm her baby daddy. Cause especially in the hood. Cause everybody in the hood know how I hustle. You know. So she wanna let everybody know in the hood that she got a hustling ass baby daddy. Whoop type shit. But of course, they ain't trying to put me on no child support, no government assistance, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Just want to let it be known in the hood that I'm a nigga that she be fucking on. And she got a child with me. That's what she trying to do, right? Okay, cool, right? So I'm getting word all around the hood. I guess she thinking since I don't stay in the hood no more, I don't got no hood connect. I just don't live here. You know what I'm saying? But nigga, cut it out. How about that? So the bros from the hood telling me what she's saying. I'm like, straight up, I'm hitting her up. What's up? Woo. She ain't responding to me. None of that. You going around telling people I'm your baby daddy? Woo, woo, woo. What's up? Responding to nothing. Okay. So I came pulled up one day. One of them days when I was in that SS Camaro. You know what I'm saying? How about that? I came whooped up. That was 2020. You know what I'm saying? I came whooped up on her. I'm knocking on the door. Boop, 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 boop. She ain't answer. But she there. I can hear them in there talking all this shit, you know. I'm telling her, come on, come open the door. I'm trying to get a blood test on this child. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be playing on me. Woo, woo, woo. She ain't answering the door. None of that, right? Yeah, you playing. I'm texting her, calling her, Facebook calling, all of that. You know what I'm saying? She ain't answering. She texting me, leave my house. Get the fuck away from here. Blah, blah, blah. Nah, bitch. You telling everybody I'm the baby daddy. What's up? You know? Again, I know I'm not the baby daddy because at that time, me and her didn't have no sex at all. You know what I'm saying? So, long story on all that, I left the house because I was getting the vibes the police was being called at this point. You know what I'm saying? So I left, right? I pulled off. I came back maybe like 20 minutes later, came right back through there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't play that. Don't be talking about I'm your baby daddy and all. I don't play that. I'm gonna get a blood test instantly. You know what I'm saying? Every woman that ever said I was her baby daddy, I went and got a blood test on them. And it only been two women that did that besides this China chick I'm talking about. So she the third one. You know what I'm saying? All of them, I did blood tests. The first two, I did blood tests. China, I tried to. She wasn't with it. You know what I'm saying? Nah. So with that being said, I came back through the hood. You know, riding through that bitch. Came pulled up on the block. Why the cops swoop up on me out of nowhere? They all over the place. They all whooped up on me. You know what I'm saying? Pulled me over. Took me in jail, all of that. Said that basically I was disturbing the peace and she called the hook on me, you know, all that. You know what I'm saying? So I went to jail for that shit, right? Okay. I got out the very next morning. You know what I'm saying? I'm back out here. I see her on Facebook talking shit. Yeah, that's why your dumb ass went to jail, blah, 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 all this shit. I hop right on there laughing. The laughing emojis, right? She get to text me. I'm sorry, I didn't mean for it to go like that, blah, blah, blah. I know a lot of people in the hood saying that you the daddy, but you're not, blah, blah, blah. I just wanted you to be the father, but I know you're not, and all of this, you know, blah, 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 all that type of shit. I'm like, bitch, I know what's up. You know what I'm saying? Because when you got pregnant, me and you wasn't fucking around. None of it. All that shit is in my messages. We got a thread. You know what I'm saying? So for anybody that's thinking that I'm capping, we got a whole thread. That's in the messages. You know what I'm saying? How about that? But anyway, moving on, right? So I'm like, we wasn't even fucking around at that time or none of that. You know what I'm saying? Let alone when we did fuck around, I pulled out every time. You know what I'm saying? Like crazy as hell. But anyway, you know, she tried it and she admitted to it because I was out, and she know I'm coming. Like, come on, man. That hoodie shit ain't for nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? She know I was coming. So basically she just told the hood that, cause she know I be getting money and all that. And she just wanted to make it seem like she had a baby daddy that was getting money type shit. You know what I'm saying? And at that time I was real hot. Like I'm still hot through the hood, but I was real hot at that time. You know what I'm saying? Fresh out and I'm getting it. Like I was hot, So she was just trying to front to the hood like, you know, I'm the baby daddy and all that whole time. It was her sister baby daddy type shit. You know what I'm saying? So when she had the child, when she was pregnant, whole time she telling everybody I'm the daddy because she know her sister was gonna get on her ass and all that type of shit, right? So when she had the baby, the sister looked at the baby like, hold on, you know what I'm saying? That's dog, her baby daddy. You know what I'm saying? She got 6 kids with him. So she know what his kids look like. You know what I'm saying? So when the sister seen her sister daughter, I mean, damn, it was a boy, my bad. When she seen the sister's son, because this red, she got like 4 kids now. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit. Like that's why I was thrown off. But you know, anyway, let's keep it going. The son that she had, the son looked just like her baby daddy. So she like, hold on, nah, this ain't dog child, because the sister knew who I was. You know what I'm saying? So the sister knew, like, nah, that ain't his. This my baby daddy. You know what I'm saying? This his child. This child look just like him. They got 6 kids together, so she know exactly how their kids look. You know what I'm saying? She cut that nigga off, put him out, all that instantly. Soon as the girl China had the child, the sister put the baby daddy out, all of it before blood test, all of it. You know what I'm saying? Again, y'all know my time be bold. I told y'all about I went over there and she was answering the door and all that, and I went to jail. But before that, the sister was on all that. The sister knew that her baby daddy wasn't the father. I'm down. Her her sister knew, that's the poem, my bad. Her sister knew that I wasn't the father of that child. She knew that her baby daddy was the father of that child. And she got into it with both of them that same day. Like real shit. You know what I'm saying? Put her out, put the sister out, put the baby daddy out, all of that. Like, fuck both of y'all. Y'all ass tweaking. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, like I said, I run into a girl later on down the line, and she came out and admitted that I wasn't the baby daddy and all that, right? So she like, I want to talk to you in private. Can you pull up on me? Whoop de whoop. Nah, I shouldn't have, but this bitch tried to pin a child on me, through the hood type shit. So I did. I went and pulled up because I wanted to know what she had to say. You know what I'm saying? So I pulled up. Boom. She crying the whole time. I knew it wasn't never your child. I just said that, me and you wasn't even messing around at the time, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, yeah, bitch, I know. Why the fuck is you playing with me like that? She like, I'm gonna be real with you. She like, I didn't want to have to say this, but it was the baby daddy that got me pregnant, which was her sister baby daddy. Going back to like what I said when I pulled up that one time, he hit me with that look. Like, nigga, I be fucking your bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew what it was. You know what I'm saying? So she just came out and admitted she been fucking him ever since then. All that, you know what I'm saying? Had that nigga child, right? She had the nigga child, hoping that I would take care of the child, because again, I'm the money getting nigga. I'm flexing all these new whips, all that. She just thought that I was gonna take on the responsibility. You know what I'm saying? But when she knew that that wasn't what it was, now she want to come out with the truth. You know what I'm saying? All it is right here in the guy. I swear to God, on my kids, y'all know I don't lie to y'all. I got over 1,000 videos, and I ain't never lied not one time. Now I'm about to start now. But this is what she said. She was hoping that I was the daddy. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't. And her sister caught it right off the rip. So she like, I just gotta keep it real with you and let you know. The family already know it ain't you. Woody woo, woody woo, right? So now I had to clear my name up in the streets. Nah, that ain't my kid. That wasn't my kid in the first place. She just did that because she know I get money. Woo, boom, all that's dead, right? So we got it known that I'm not the father of her child. Is her sister, baby daddy, right? So moving on, maybe a year and a half, maybe 2 years later, right? Why did sister, baby daddy, propose to China? The bitch I'm talking about that I was fucking. He proposed to his baby mama's sister. He proposed to her. Guess what? She said yes. You know what I'm saying? And she did that because they got a child together and she know what it is. But he did that because he didn't have no place to live. You know what I'm saying? So they had different motives going on at the same time. So he proposed to her. She said yes. He moved in with her at her mama house. They all living there together at her mama house, right? So he went from the baby mama to now he living at the sister house with the mama and all of them, right? Of course, that shit didn't work out and all of that. So he had to leave from there. That was that. You know what I'm saying? And then after all of that, that's when I found out about what the fuck was going on. And she just came clean and told me everything, you know. But this is how hood rats work. You know, these bitches will fuck anybody. They'll fuck their own people kind. You know what I'm saying? They don't have no limit, man. It is what it is, you know. And even with all of that being said, she's still filling me in on everything that was going on in the hood, you know. So I can speak on this because I don't fuck that bitch no more, and that shit been over, you know. But just to say, like, this is how I've been knowing what was going on in the hood, and I don't live in the hood, you know. I come pull up on her, she get in the car, we get drunk, we fuck all that, man. She'd have a whole venting session telling me what's going on in the hood. And like I said, she one of the members for real. You know what I'm saying? Like she not no blogger or none of that. She really from the hood. She be on the block with the guys. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know this. You know what I'm saying? How about that? And she'll always tell me what's going on in the hood every time I pulled up. I ain't even gonna lie. That was the best thing that I liked about her. Cause she kept me updated on what was going on. Honestly, I didn't care what them niggas had going on, but it was still good to know what was going on. If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? So I come over there, get drunk with her, get my nut, and I get some info. Just in case it was valuable to me and my guys. You know what I'm saying? How about that? Nah, what's the lesson behind this, Mr. Roll Up? Well, listen, my nigga, you know, y'all know I keep a player, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't trust none of these hoes. That's why I don't do relationships like that, man. These bitches will be on anything at any time. This bitch tried to pin a baby on me that she know that she had with her sister, baby daddy. You know what I'm saying? But with her sister and her baby daddy, they had 6 kids together. So of course the sister know what her baby daddy kids look like. They got 6 kids together. You know what I'm saying? And she dropped that damn child, and the sister looked like, bitch, this is my baby daddy child. You know what I'm saying? What type of time you on? You know? Cut both of their ass off, and that was that. Straight up hood rat shit, man. How about that? So, to the bros, let me tell y'all something, man. This girl, China, I'm talking about, when I first started fucking with her, she didn't have no, I'm lying. She had one daughter. She had one. You know what I'm saying? Her daughter was probably like 6, 7 years old when me and her first started fucking around. From then up to the time she tried to pin that child on me, she didn't have 4 kids. Real talk. And at that time, me and her, we might have been fucking around for maybe like 4 or 5 years at that time. So she was like having a child every year after that. And what none of them was mine. She fucking and sucking me every day, telling me how much she loved me. I'm that nigga, blah, 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 blah. But she dropping the kid every year. And she fucking and sliding me every day, telling me how I'm that nigga, and she giving me hood news. You know what I'm saying? So to all the bros, man, just thinking you might got something nice and all of that, man, look, do your homework on these bitches, bro. Do your background, do your research, ask about them. When I tell you, like I said before, when they come to me, I ask women a body count. If you one of them type of guys that you don't do that, man, listen. If a woman that you fucking with, if she from the hood, you better ask her, man. You better ask her. You know what I'm saying? Because you gonna unleash a whole portal of demons. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you need to know. That's how you dodge a bullet. How about that? It's been another episode of Roll Up a Poet. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured.